Welcome to Thoughts in a Glass podcast. I'm LaToya.
And I'm Kendra.
And this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts and opinions on a variety of topics.
So sit back, relax, and join us on a conversation of real, raw, and ridiculously funny commentary with your favorite beverage.
Period. Every week we do a drink of the night. Kendra, what's the drink tonight?
Tonight's drink is called the Pink Peppermint Martini. It is Christmas time. All right, this is super easy to make. You're going to need, of course, reminder, this is just for one serving. In the video, this is for two. I made mine for 2 servings. So you do 1.5 ounces of peppermint syrup or peppermint schnapps. LaToya, what if you don't have it? How do you make it? I'll tell you. So, how you make simple syrup? It's 1 part water to 1 part sugar. You'll boil that. Now, to make this now peppermint syrup, you're going to add 0.5 teaspoons. I'm going to tell you now, the peppermint extract is very potent. So I put about 2 little drops in there. We already had simple syrup, so it was already made up on the side. I just added the drops in. So you'll have 1.5 ounces of peppermint syrup, 1.5 ounces of vodka. We only had the whipped vodka, and for our drink, it did enhance it a little bit. It gave it more of like creamier, soda poppy type of thing taste. And then you'll do 0.5 ounces of grenadine and 2 ounces of half and half. Now, we are mature ladies with gut health issues. So instead of using the half and half, we use a protein shake. And I did 4 ounces of a protein shake and split it between us. Put that all in your shaker, shake it on up, put it onto your glasses, and then I garnished it with peppermint. And you can kind of see it floated to the bottom.
Cheers. I like this.
It's like a creamsicle.
It's just like a candy cane to me.
But I feel like the cream makes it like a
something.
Yeah, something. It's not just like it just gives it a little bit of a on the.
I think because we did vanilla protein shake and whipped vodka,
yeah.
So I think if you didn't do one of those, it wouldn't be so vanilla-y.
Yes,
but it tastes like, you know what? It reminds me of the peppermint. The soft peppermint mint.
Yes.
Because they have that creamy flavor. Yeah. But the peppermint definitely comes through. Yeah, I like it. How was your week? Because we talked, but I don't think. Oh, I haven't seen you. Because the last 2 ones were virtual.
Yeah. The week has been good. The last week we took the car to the shop, and he told us all the things that we needed to do: oil change, brakes, shocks. The motor and the windshield wiper fluid went out. And then, so I was like, okay, well, we'll just get the oil change today. And then we'll go back. And something was like, you need to check your warranty. Because I got the truck in September. It's only December. Your warranty, I know for a fact, isn't up. So, the shop, and he's like, all right, just for the shocks and the brakes, it was like $3,400.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I said, okay, so we'll just get that done. So then I called the place where I bought the car. They were bought out, so they weren't really helpful. I called because I got it from Jerry Chevrolet, so I called the Jerry's Ford, and they would so the guy, he was like, I can look it up, but the accounting place isn't open. They won't be open until Monday. But these are the 2 places in which we sell warranty from. One of them wasn't open, but I called the second one, and sure enough had a policy with them.
Oh, good.
So the policy covered the shocks and the motor for the windshield wiper.
Nice.
So now we only had to pay $250, and we only needed brakes in the front. Okay. But we also needed to get a tune up because it was over 90. It just hit over 90,000 miles, and found out that we needed a rotor. And there was a couple of other, and then fluid change, stuff, over 90,000 mile maintenance thing. So I'm like, okay, well, since we're not having to pay the $3,000 something for just these 2, why don't we just get everything done, and I'll pay what I was going to pay for that regular maintenance stuff, which would have been what I would have paid
the
for
same
the
amount,
right? And it's still a little, basically also still a little less, because it came out to about 21. Mm-hmm. And then they came back and we definitely need rotors because we want to wait on that. So then it went up to a little closer to 3,000, but it's still fine.
Wow.
But because he doesn't have a car, Janae doesn't have a car, we need to put the money into this car to make sure that we won't have any issues. But I tell you what, I'm going to tell you, please, for the people in the back and in the front, make sure you get the warranty for your car. Like, it's better to not need it and have it than, or have it and not need it than need it.
Yeah, and not have it. Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, mine's ended at in 2028 or at 104,000 miles. I'm at 92.
Oh, wow.
So this came in clutch. So
wow, that's a lot of miles in a short period of time.
Because we going up and down south, it ain't nobody's freaking business.
But also, it wasn't brand new, so it already had a little bit of miles on it. Yeah, it already had a little bit of miles.
We've only put 30,000 miles on it in this year, which is double of what people usually.
Because you've had it since September. 30,000 miles, that's still a lot.
But we go up and down that road.
Yeah,
a lot.
I mean, multiple times a day. Just the other day, you were saying how you came back, then went back to pick him up, came back. So
it's a lot. It's a lot. So we did that, and so what was supposed to be 3 hours, he was there for 10.
Was that because y'all ended up deciding to get everything done?
Yes.
So originally, when he was just going to get a few things done, it was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then it worked out because as soon as he came home, Jayla called me and was like, "Oh, Mom, can you come pick me up the track?" Because she's back in spring track. So picked her up. By the time I came home, he was in the shower getting himself situated. The boys were already taken care of before I had left. So they went down, and then I was. When I say down for the count, I've been so
Did you sit too and wait, or he just waited?
No.
Everybody
I was home.
Oh, you was home.
I was home, and he went to the shop, which worked out because I was like just not feeling great. I think it's like it snowed Friday, and it was gloomy, and it was just all of the things. Mm-hmm. We have going on this weekend coming up. We have our holiday party. Mm-hmm. So I'll talk about that next week to see how that was. And then he went and got his suit over the weekend. We were going for a different look, but they didn't have it. So
every year he got to get a new suit for the holiday party.
He's just as bad as because I was like,
okay, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but suits, you get the base of the suit, which is like pants and a jacket, and then you mix up the tie and the shirt and that. I don't understand. You get a new suit every time.
Every time.
All right.
Because also it's never like he gets like a regular black suit. Like, so this one is blue and it has like
pinstripe.
But it's not pinstripe. It's like, it's not plaid. It's like a plaid-ish type of thing. Or
tweed,
flannel.
Maybe?
No,
no, flannel.
Like a flannel.
Okay.
You know how flannel has like the boxes, but it has the stripies and all that stuff. It's kind of like that. It's like blue, and then it has dark gray.
Tell him he needs to get a nice pair of black slacks, and then he can do sport coats and just switch out the coats.
And I agree, but I guess it's like this. You know how you have a situation where you don't go out a lot? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how I am. For the holiday party, I always get a new dress.
But I think it's a difference between getting a new dress and getting a new suit.
Why?
Because I feel like suits are meant to be worn over and over again. Which is, I think, they cost more than dresses most of the time. And they're made to be, like, to me, a suit is kind of like a coat. It's made to be worn over and over again. You just accessorize it differently. Whereas, like, dresses, I don't even, like, I mean, unless you're really buying high end, I don't really think they make dresses for you to wear over and over again.
Well, if you're going to the same, like, I'll say this. If this was, like, a different company, maybe. But if I'm wearing, like, he has, we've gone 3 years. Yes, so what did he did wear a different suit. What was it? Did he buy a suit last year?
I think he did, because I remember us having this conversation, and you was like he wanted to go and shop for a suit.
But I don't know. What did I wear? Maybe he did.
I mean, I guess it can be like you can like buy a new suit every time. You can. I mean, it's only once a year. So because it's like one suit a year.
I was saying this because he doesn't. When we don't go out, he can't wear that same suit that he wore last year or 2 years ago to the same Christmas party.
Right.
Like if this is a different
like
Christmas
if you
party,
were going somewhere else, like maybe a wedding or an engagement, like something else, he
does
wear
it to other things, like different suits to other things.
Yeah.
But to this thing, now they done seen me.
Right.
And
I took photos.
And I took the photos. And they and not only that, he got a lot of compliments on that suit.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you just can't.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So he doesn't get it for every occasion, but for this Christmas party, that man's going, because it's like, I'm about to pop out.
Yeah.
Now he don't get new shoes, so he just wear his little Chelsea boots or whatever. Right. But he just like, I can wear my coat. I said, well, this year we're not doing it at the winery where everything is going to be just at the hotel.
Okay.
I'm like, well, it's just at the hotel. You don't got to get it. He said, oh, that's good. That's right. So I'm like,
he was ready though. He was ready to get a new coat. No, I get it.
You know he is fashion.
Yeah, okay.
Because I was gonna wear some pants and a sweater. And
no, it's no shade. He definitely loves the fashion.
He
all
loves
of that.
The
it's
fashions.
Just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't want to say it's hard for me to wrap my mind around. It's unusual when you see a man that's really into it. You know what I mean? We more so used to seeing girls being into it. So to see a guy that's into it is like, and I don't even know why it's unusual for me, because my husband is also very much into the fashions, but I guess it's like you're into it, but you're really not at the same time. Yeah. Like, you love to see things and look at things and be like, oh yeah, that's nice, that's dope, oh, I need it. But then when it really comes down to like your day to day, or like when it comes down to you actually going and spending money on it, it tells a different story.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's like you have Gucci taste, but you have Gap a budget. So
this is the other hard part, right? Before having a family, he's spending money on the stuff.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Tumi luggage, and all of the things. So these special moments, I'm like,
that's when he gets the flex.
That's when he gets a little flexy, because he's wearing the same stuff, because he's not. Before Joshua, Joshua maybe was small. He was little. Going to Zara, spending $300, and you got folks, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, what?
Yeah.
And so
you come out of there with 3 white t-shirts.
And I'm not like that. I don't spend that kind of money. And so I think that has kind of rubbed off a little bit, like, oh, well, we're not going out like we used to. He's now gotten into all the stocks and the crypto and the saving and things like that. So, and this one was on sale. He did see this one because we wanted to wear green. But he's like, that suit was like $350, and I'm like, why you make, if you wanted it? He's like, nah, I got other things I'm trying to do. So it wasn't what he wanted. He liked it. It might have been something he liked more. But I'll tell you this: if the whole family thing wasn't in structure, wasn't already put into place, that green suit would have came on home, baby. $350 would have been nothing.
You know, I changed my perspective of that for him.
And I know he likes the compliments, because the thing is, like, his company, they do a Christmas party, but he never really gets to attend. And then he couldn't attend this one because we only had one car.
Right.
And we had to pick the boys up. I drove home, and he's like, thing was over at 8. We got home at like 6:45. He fell asleep in the car. And so I was like, so what you want to do? He was like, I'm like, yes, we are not
young tenders.
Young tenders. Speaking of not young tenders.
Okay.
I took my hair out, found a gray hair. And I am.
I've been having those.
I am sick, LaToya.
Really?
It's one. And it's not gray. It is white.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not ever going to be a white hair baddie.
Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I don't really care for like little strands.
Yeah.
Because it's just a few strands. It don't look uniform.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad. If my hair went gray, I wouldn't be mad at it.
And then it's long. So clearly it has grown.
Yeah.
I said, now what you doing up there? I tell him, he like, welcome to the club.
Oh, he have grays already?
Girl, he done had grays since I met him.
Oh, really?
All up in here.
Does he dye his beard?
No. Oh. If you look at him, you'll see it. He don't dye. It's a little patch that just sits right here. I be like, dang.
So my week was busy, of course. This past Sunday, I was at Thomas Stone High School doing the Humane Society holiday market.
Oh, fun.
So it was pretty good. I enjoy doing the markets. I really do. It's just a lot. What I'm selling, it has weight to it. So that part gets tiring on me. But I did well. I noticed that, and Sydney asked me this question too because she helped me, and she was like, we really need to start paying attention to what sells the most and start tailoring it down to like, we're only bringing what you know instead of just bringing everything. Yeah. And I have a hard time with that because it really just depends on the crowd. We could go to a market and it's like everybody wants sprays. And then we can go to another market and I bring all sprays and then everybody's like, oh, we wanted candles. So it's kind of a toss up really, but I'm going to try. This last market, people really love the gift set. So I guess I'm keeping that. This past market, sprays were really popular. Wax melts were really popular. Candles were hit and miss. So I'm trying to figure out, do I not bring so many candles, sprays, bring more wax melts? But then I've run into the issue of people will come and be like, oh, I was looking for this particular thing and you don't have it this time. And it's just like, I can't please everybody. I'm trying, right? But I can't please everybody. So I got to really sit with that and figure out, what does it look like for me going forward, especially for next year? Because like holiday time is my busiest time of year, right? So this is the best time for me to gauge what it's going to look like. One of the things I was thinking about experimenting with was maybe, I noticed that at vendor markets, people like to buy the least expensive thing you have. And so I was thinking, I'll bring some of my candles, like the regular candles, but maybe experimenting with doing some of the smaller ones and do like a build your own gift set kind of thing. Where gift sets are $25, but you're getting 4 of the mini candles versus paying $15 for one candle. So I was thinking about that, but then I'm like, while the customers may enjoy, that's a lot more work on me because now I basically have to bring almost 4 times of my inventory because everything is smaller. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just trying to figure it out. But, you know, I'm blessed. I'm still enjoying it. I think this is year 5 that I've had the candle business, so I really can't complain. It's not doing as good as I would have hoped. Like, I'm not quitting my day job, but I'm still making sales. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Oh, I went to Step Africa, the holiday step show. Now, I believe, so I've seen Step Africa performance before, but the last time I saw it, it was not a holiday. It was just a regular, so it was more of a, they were doing step around the world kind of thing. What do you call it when you beat on your body to make music? There's a name for that. I can't think of it either. But basically the show, the premise of I'll say the flagship show is they demonstrate and perform how other cultures have their own form of making music using their body, right? Or using drums or like beating on things like that, right? This one was specifically for the holidays and it was just so cute. It was so adorable. I would say, if you're looking for something fun to do with the kids for the holidays, this is definitely one. It was created in DC. They do tour all over the world, but they're based out of DC. And, you know, I love that for the culture, for the area. It's interactive. So they ask the audience to come down on the stage. They teach you like a line dance. They do different kind of little interactive things. One of my homegirls that I met about a month ago at at the creator event, she works at the Capitol Arena and she invited me out. And so I was there with her. I enjoyed it. And my perspective was, if I could sit here and watch this and enjoy this as an adult, I think that if you're a parent with kids, this is perfect because it's not, you know how you go somewhere and it's just for the kids and you be halfway asleep? This is not like that. You will have fun and the kids will have fun.
Sounds good.
So I recommend. And I'm trying to think, what else did I do? Did I do anything else?
Not that I know of. Not that I seen on your TikTok.
I know. I've been trying to.
I know, girl. I was like, what? Vlogmas? What?
I sent you because I was like, she needs to do Vlogmas, but you've been doing nothing, miss. Because I haven't seen anything.
You know what? Well, it's not like I really haven't done anything.
But people don't care. You could literally post you cleaning up your house and people will watch
what
it.
I did the weekend.
Did you put up your Christmas decorations?
No.
Why?
Oh,
you've been tired. Yeah. I did get my tree up. There was a fiasco, not a fiasco, but it was drama with the tree because I have a pop-up tree that I've been putting up. It's about 10 years old, honestly. And so the lights had stopped working. And Judah was like, oh, it's probably just time for a new tree. And this irritates me because just because something is old doesn't mean that you just discard it.
Yeah.
Like, can we, let's try to.
Let's troubleshoot.
Yeah, let's troubleshoot. Yeah. Like, dang. I don't, that bothers me. Like, oh, well, just get rid of it. We didn't even give it a chance. Like, it just needed a new bulb. But it needed more than a new bulb, actually. The half of the fuses were gone. The lights were done. But I said, well, I could get a string of lights for $15, $20.
Yeah.
Those trees, I have to look. When we bought the pop-up tree 10 years ago, I want to say we spent about $90. It's probably more than that now.
Of course.
Inflation, you know what I'm saying? Even let's say it's $200. That's not expensive for a tree. But why spend the $200 and purchase?
Just spend the $15.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I ended up doing. Bought some lights, wrapped it around that tree,
and called it a
day. It's not perfect.
But I wouldn't know, because it looked fine to me. If you hadn't just told that story, I wouldn't have known that them lights wasn't the tree lights.
Oh, really?
When you just said all we had to do was put a bulb, I was like, now see, she even kept the bulb. In my mind, that's literally the thought process that I'm having.
No, so it was taped to it. So I did have them, thankfully. But no, it's 10 years old. So a lot of oh gosh. That tree... Because the thoughts were coming in.
The thoughts was they shooting, and they all trying to come out the same place, and they is pushing each other out the way.
Person.
Wait now, hold on. You out, you now, that gone.
The way the original tree is, it's multiple strings, and they plug into each other, right? And so on each one, they give you a bag of extra lights and fuses. Mm-hmm. So I had spent almost all day Friday
trying to figure out
going through. Mm-hmm. It was literally going through and trying to figure out, okay, let me change the fuse in this one. Let me see if I have the touchless voltage indicator. So where like you put the thing on it and it beeps if it has electricity. So I'm tapping all the lights to see which one doesn't have electricity. Change the bulb on that one. I'm doing the things, right? But all for nothing because...
So better than me. I wouldn't have got rid of the tree, but as soon as them lights didn't come on, I would say, I'm going to go to Target. I'll be right back. I'm not troubleshooting shit. I'm going to keep this tree and we're going to wrap it up.
Well, but in my mind, I'm thinking if I don't have to spend any money, if it's just replace a bulb, which I already have, let's do that.
That's too much time on my hands.
Well, and it ended up being too much time on mine too. But the moral of the story is we didn't have to get rid of the tree. It only cost me $20 to wrap the lights around it and maybe a couple of hours of troubleshooting. So
you might not see that. X that part out.
Well, we got through that. Are you watching anything?
Catching up. I've been not watching Abbott so that I could binge watch it.
Oh, same.
So I think I'm caught up. I think an episode just came out, so I said I'm gonna wait a couple of episodes.
What was the last episode you saw?
So this last episode that I saw was when they got the fashion club.
Okay, I haven't seen that. the last one I saw was when they went to the baseball game.
Okay.
And I know there was one right after that, but I didn't watch it. So I was also because at the time before they took a break, it was the baseball game, then it was one more, then they took a break. Mm-hmm. So I haven't watched that next one, and now they're back off break, but then they're only going like week by week now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to wait too and kind of build them up so I can watch them all at once. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm off the week of Christmas. So I am trying to plan stuff with the kids, but then when I'm bored of them, I need something to watch.
So last week I told you that I did go see Wicked and that I was going to give my review.
Give it up.
So everybody should be caught up now on Wicked. It's been out, 3 weeks? Mm-hmm. I'll start with this. The first one was better than the second one. Mm-hmm. I think everybody can... That's the consensus. Mm-hmm. I would say this second one, to me, it felt like the first one, they were really being purist and they were staying true to the musical and they were really, I think, trying to preserve the integrity of the story. Mm-hmm. In this second one, it felt like the director and the writers took their liberties and they took the opportunity to play around with things and to add in what they wanted to add in. And I felt like they were really playful and creative in the second one. I don't think it translated well.
Okay.
I think if you're like into film, if you're into theater, if you're into stuff like that, you can see different things that they tried to do, the way it was shot cinematically, different little things that they tried to capture, all of that. Yes, it's in there, but for just watching it for enjoyment, those things did not translate. The extra songs that they added, I did not like Galinda's song, The Girl in the Bubble. I felt like personally, I wanted more of Fiero's backstory, and I wish they would have gave him a song. Because the only song he has is Dancing Through Life, and then he does a duet with Elphaba when they're in the treehouse. I did like Elphaba's song, No Place Like Home. And that to me, I don't know if they were doing this on purpose, but that to me, more so than the first movie, really drove home Black women in America, how we feel, what we go through, being in a society where this is our home, but it treats us so badly. And we are constantly fighting to make it better.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you love something that doesn't love you back. And you're constantly fighting to make it better, or to have a better life within it. And it seems like the more you fight, the more it comes back on you. And then when nothing's working out, everybody wants to run to you to do something about it because you're the one that's always trying to do something about it. But when something bad happens, they also want to blame you for what's wrong with it. So Elphaba is having this experience in Oz, and that song resonated for me so much in this second part. And it was, to me, a direct parallel of Black women's experience in America. So I feel like that was probably the best thing about the second movie. I did not like the fight that Glinda and Elphaba got into, the slap fight after Nessa Rose dies, like the house falls on her, and then they get into a fight about Fiero. People loved it. I hated it. I hated the fact that Fiero left Glinda on their wedding day to go for Elphaba. Now we see little remnants of him possibly liking Elphaba in the first movie, and they kind of have like little long eye gazes and things like that. And they talk about it a little bit in the movie about how, you know, why are you always trying to help her, trying to save her? What's going on with you and her? But we never get any background on how their relationship built up. We get no development of Elphaba's and Fiero's relationship. And so when they get to the scene where they have sex in a treehouse, I didn't like it. I felt like, what? We rushed this. Like, this is not the time. And Elphaba is having a moment of her last little bit of downtime before she has to gear up for a war. And this is the appropriate time to like confess your love. It threw me off. Now Sydney watched the musical and is a fan of the musical, and she said that in a musical things are played out a little bit different, and so you get that development. But she also said that in the musical she never imagined that song being a song before sex. That song kind of chronicles their relationship. And then there's more that happens, and then they roll into a more intimate relationship. I don't know why they did that in the movie. I don't get that. I didn't have a problem with the cardigan, even though me and Ruby saw it together. It was me, Ruby, Sanithia, Sydney, and Chris. So we did chuckle at like, child, she in the house, she got on her cardigan. But I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I saw a lot of discourse online about people saying like, it wasn't sexy, it was ugly, where did that come from? I didn't see an issue with it. I just thought it was funny. I also thought it was funny that Fiero gets to the treehouse where she's been hiding at this whole time. This is his first time there. He's never been there. And instead of him really being like into her in this moment, he's amazed and looking all around and like, you know, it's almost like, what have you done with the place? Awkward timing. Like, what? You're supposed to be seeing her for who she is and the internal beauty and not judging her for her green skin. And you're looking all around the apartment. I mean,
but I thought that was kind of, was that not his MO in the first movie?
Yeah, but at this point, she can't believe that he would leave Glinda at the altar for her. And so they're having a conversation through song. And she's saying like, you know, basically what she's saying is, I'm just going to take this moment for what it is. Like, I don't know why you're here, but I'm just going to take it for what it is. And he's saying, what do you mean you don't know why I'm here? Like, we've had this connection. Like, I see you for who you really are. Like, you're more than what everybody. So he's basically trying to prove to her that, like, I've been feeling like this whole time. And she, you know, she has her own issues, confidence issues. So she's kind of like, listen, I know I'm not the prettiest thing. I'm not even gonna psych myself up to even think that this could be more than just a physical thing. I'm just gonna enjoy it for what it is for this one night. And so I really wish that the writers would have done that better. Gave us a little bit more development into their relationship. I like the ending. I like that it looks like Glinda gets actual powers at the end. Overall, it was a well done movie. Acting was great. Singing was great. Both of the girls sang down. That fucking Madame Marble, whatever her name is, acting great. Singing, I don't even know why they gave her a line. Horrible. I wish I would have liked to have seen somebody else in the role. Honestly, she didn't do a bad job, but I think if it was gonna be, a musical, I would have liked to have seen somebody in the role that could sing, and just seeing what that would look like. I heard that Jennifer Lopez auditioned for it. I think Jennifer Lopez might have done well. I think she's an okay actress. I think she's pretty decent. Jennifer Lopez? She can sing better than the girl they got in there.
Oh, okay. I don't watch.
She can hold a tune. Come on, J-Lo. I feel like she may not be Mariah Carey, but she can hold a tune.
Okay, I don't know the lady that you talk about.
Jennifer Lopez?
I know Jennifer Lopez. I'm talking about the lady in the musical that's already singing.
Somebody.
The Chinese lady?
I can't. Yeah, the Asian lady. I can't think of her name right now. Anyway, so that was my recap of Wicked for Good.
Okay.
Did you? Well, we talked about it, but everybody's been doing their Apple and Spotify, YouTube music recap.
Girl, first of all, I be on my YouTube music for a hot second when I'm in the car. You know who's on my YouTube music? That goddamn Jayla. And so this is what happens, right? Don't let me go to work late, and I'm trying to listen to a tune. That don't keep saying, you're listening to this on a different device, and cuts me off.
Really?
And I be like, Jayla, you have to wait till I get to work, sister. Get off of the YouTube music.
Oh, wow. You can't create. Oh, I guess you would have to pay for it.
Right. We could pay for a family thing, but
you feel like you don't use it enough.
I don't use it enough, but then for her birthday, I logged in under my stuff so she can see it,
right,
or use it. So if I do mines, I bet you I ain't gonna know none of their song.
Okay, what would you say? I know you're gonna say 90s R&B is your top genre, but what would you say if you had to pick one artist? What would you say is your top artist?
So my top artist probably gonna be Sam Smith. I have a playlist that's called Sam Smith, and I go through that playlist at least twice a month.
Okay.
And like if I'm going to, like when we've gone down south, I'll put that on first, and then by that time everybody has fallen asleep, and then I'll change it to something else. I don't need nobody up ready to pop, lock, and drop with me. So yeah, Sam Smith. I have not really been listening to. I would have said Anita Baker, but I haven't been listening to her like that. I haven't really been. Oh, and then like reggae, but then honestly, I haven't really been listening to a lot of music lately, especially when I don't drive. If they're on drive, then I'm just really just looking at TikTok. And the only time that I have really just like listened to music straight through is like when I've gone down south or stuff like that, because it's too many people in my car. Yeah. And then everybody, and then don't let the kids leave to get their headphones. A lot of times, like, and I say this all the time, y'all, and it's no shit. I love having a relationship. I love waking up to somebody I love all of the things. I'm gonna tell you something. More often than not, if you have a peer into my car, it ain't nothing playing. It's quiet.
Just because you are overstimulated.
I'm already overstimulated. We are well enough. We know each other well enough where we don't talk in the morning. So it's, if I'm driving more often than not, he put his headphones on, and it's really just quiet. Me driving in and coming home, just for my own sake, because the boys are always bickering or back and forth. When you get to work, you got to be chit chatty and blah blah blah. Yeah. So that time is like prime time for just
like decompressing or like getting your mental together.
And music does not help me, depending on like what mood I'm in. It's annoying. Like, shut up, everybody, quiet.
Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set, and it'd be quiet, and then I can hear music out his headphones. I'm like, turn it down.
Dang.
Because it's already quiet out here. It should not be that loud where I can hear it.
Wow. Okay.
Because you usually have your music up loud because somebody else is playing something outside, so you trying to drown it out. It's quiet. You could turn that all the way down and still hear it without anything going on. Because Janae got her headphones on. She ain't talking. I'm not talking to myself. I'm just focused.
Maybe he just wanted like the surround sound experience.
Turn it down. Because this is the thing. If I'm watching something and I may have it on low, right? Where your headphones at? Is what he say to me. Where your headphones at? I'm like, it's on. I said, I'm sitting here and can barely hear. I said, you're nosy. And that's your problem. Zone into your own stuff.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, I don't have nothing on, the first moment I hear a tune, turn that down. Oh, hell no.
I don't think my Apple Music Wrapped would be a surprise to anyone. Top artist was Beyonce. After Beyonce, I believe it was... Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all the artist, but then I'm going to also talk about why this is a problem. After Beyonce, I believe it was Summer Walker, and then it was Miguel, Chris Brown, and I believe Usher is what rounded out my top 5. Now, that all makes sense. But I think the issue is with the Summer Walker thing, her album had just came out a few weeks ago, and I had been listening to it, and I had it on. So I like Summer Walker in general. So I probably listened to her throughout the year, here and there. But then when her album dropped, I just had the album on repeat because for me, when I listen,
a few times.
Yeah, like when I'm listening. Sometimes I'll be doing other stuff and I didn't quite catch it, but it's playing in the background and I know that it's going to play again. Yeah. So if I didn't catch it, I'm like, whatever, it'll play again and I'll catch it that second time. Yeah. And so from that, Apple Music picks up the data that like, oh, you've listened to this album now 13 times. And it's like, not really. I just had it on while I was doing other things. And so then it puts Summer Walker, in addition to the times where I may have listened to her here and there, plus that, it puts her in my top 5. Yeah. And it's like, would I say Summer Walker is in my top 5? Probably not. But because I was trying to get a feel for her new album, she's there. Yeah. You know? And personally, I don't have a problem with that because I like Summer Walker. So it's like, whatever, fine. But a lot of people have been complaining about that because that's what happens. Like, say, for example, Sam Smith is your top. But then we're going to review an album for the podcast, so you listen to it, and now when you're looking at your data, or even when, because this is all like AI, right? So even when they suggest songs to you that they think you'll like, they're going off of that. And it's like, just because I binged this for one day
doesn't mean
and I know that the stats, when you add them up, it's like, oh, you've listened to no, I listened to that in a condensed amount of time, for a long amount of time, for a specific purpose. Take my overall, you know what I mean? Like to me, AI should be smart enough to see that as an anomaly. And so consistently you listen to Beyonce throughout the year. Yeah. This is an anomaly, and we're not going to put this into your ranking, stuff, but we'll have it off to the side to say, well, in November, Summer Walker spiked. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that AI is smart enough to do that, but maybe they just don't care enough to be like that intricate. But a lot of people have been complaining that they'll hyperfixate on something or research something, especially a lot of musicians, singers, stuff like that. You'll listen to stuff for whatever purpose, and now that becomes the top thing. And what irritates me about that is when these programs are learning your style so that they can recommend stuff to you, they're taking that into account. Aside from that, which this is where I was a little bit disappointed, I didn't see any of my Afro or reggae artists in my list. And I listen to that 90% of the time. But because I listen to, like you said, a playlist where it's like different artists, they can't really quantify and pinpoint
the artist.
Yeah, like who I would specifically like out of that, because I'm listening to a playlist with a bunch of different people. But in the same vein, that should be taken into account somewhere along the lines.
Well, I think it's difficult because do they just go off an artist or album?
So for Apple, at least, they break it down into multiple different categories. So for Apple, you can see your top artists that you listen to. You can see your top genres. Mm-hmm. You can see the album that was played the most. Mm-hmm. You can even see the song that was played the most. Mm-hmm. So they will break it down into different categories. Mm-hmm. I don't know if YouTube breaks it down like that, but it probably does.
I don't think so. I'll look. Child, it was just like, shit I don't listen to, shit I don't listen to, and most shit I don't listen to.
But see, even that, if you and her are sharing it, then some of your stuff should be on there too.
I don't listen to her stuff enough. Mm-hmm. When I say all day, because she has her phone, so she just cranking it out.
Well, while you're searching for that, my cousins and I, we all shared our stats for the year. And so I always tell y'all that Chris is funny. And he is. He's hilarious.
He is hilarious.
But
I promise you I couldn't live with Chris.
I think my family's just funny in general. Because we shared it with each other. And when I tell you, they had me like crying real tears in the cousins chat. Y'all, I'm on my way to work. It's too early for this. My cousin, Daryl's daughter, Taylor, she is the one that...
Oh, so my top artist is Usher.
Okay, that makes sense. So Taylor, she's the one that's in school in New York, pharmacy school, right? Mm-hmm. Grew up in the suburbs. You know, her top was like Lil Uzi, Gunna, Lil Baby, like all these different young, not gangster rappers, but what do you call them? Like trapper rappers, trap rappers, and you know that's so opposite of her personality. So I said to her, you want to be a thug so bad. You don't know nothing about... I was like, this is the epitome of... You see those memes when you're a corporate girly, but when you get in your car, you selling drugs on the corner. I'm like, this is what's happening here.
Okay. Wait, sorry. I'm looking through this thing. I'm listening.
Now you got it. Yeah.
No. So I watch YouTube more than she listens. So this would be like my stuff. Things that I watch the most of. Worst, great taste, worst taste.
Okay.
And then here's the thing.
Okay.
Thoughts in the Glass is number 3. Mm-hmm. The Reliving Living Single. And I don't know why this is on here because but I don't know if
What?
Let's Try It Again, Be Simone.
Oh, have you? Maybe you did you ever watch it?
I watched it for like
research.
Yes.
See like what you was talking about. But see what I'm saying?
I watch I Am Zoe every Monday. And that's out there. And that's the only thing that I can say.
I gotta look at mine too to see what I watch the most of. But okay, Thoughts in the Glass.
Okay, I'm on there.
My cousin sent me diet. My cousin Raven, she gave us her list, right? And it was she likes Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. I think Lana Del Rey, some other emo white girls that are on there. I think Summer Walker was on hers, and then Glorilla, right? And so she posted it. She's like, no surprises here. And I'm like, I'm surprised to see Glow. So then Mari chimes in. She's like, yeah, Raven, you secretly shaking ass.
Go. That's secretly shaking ass.
Not you secretly shaking ass.
Oh, girl. Mari gonna say some things. Okay.
And then Chris put up his, and it's all like, well, I don't know if y'all know, but Chris, he's really into music, but his taste is very
eclectic.
Not even eclectic. Like he's a pop. He loves pop.
Okay.
So Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, even the white pop girlies like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Yes. He's really into it, right? And he also likes the K-pop. So on his, it was like
the K-pop girlies be singing.
They do. And stick a pin in that.
And the guy.
On his, it was Twice, which was a K-pop band. I think it was who are these girls? Flow girl group. It was who is that guy he likes? That owes the money to Las Vegas.
Oh, with the glasses.
Bruno Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a couple of other ones on there that I didn't recognize, right? Mm-hmm. Mari gonna say, Chris, your top artist. She said this list looked like the list of a teenage white girl. I about died. I said they really eating each other up.
They eating each other up in the comments.
Of course, nobody was surprised by mine, but Trenton gonna say, you need to put Beyonce and Miguel down. You wearing them out.
They will.
Listen, lock me up. I'm guilty. I thought that was fun and interesting, and I know that at least on my social media, people have been talking about like the rap. Oh, I think I'm gonna say on that. So somebody said, I don't know if this is true because I haven't seen all y'all raps, but I have been seeing different people's raps on like social media, and somebody was like, y'all did all that and talked all that about Kendrick Lamar, and Drake is in a lot of people's top 5. And I said, he low-key ate with that one. Because I've been seeing a lot of people's raps, and Drake been on it. I mean, I've been seeing Kendrick Lamar too. But I think his point was, like, everybody was saying, oh, Drake is done. But, like, yeah, he's still showing up in people's top 5. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like I've been saying this. I like them both. Drake has the tunes. Like, love him or hate him, he has the tunes.
Mm-hmm. I think that you can like there are some, I'm not a Drake fan, but there are some songs that I enjoy. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I don't enjoy him for him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he up on it. Yeah. What you gonna do, right? Exactly. But I don't, I can, so I'm a person that I can also separate the music from the man. I don't necessarily like him. Yeah. But if something come on the radio and it's about, no, at this point, I have kind of grown out of that. Yeah. I think so. There are some songs that, yes, I'd be like, oh, this is a banger, and then he pops on at the end, and I'd be like, I don't really want to.
So I agree with you. Mm-hmm. Well, not fully. I've gotten to the point where I can still listen to it, even if I don't fuck with the person. But if I like the song enough, I can kind of block the person out. And I noticed that, for a long time, R. Kelly was canceled. And I think for the most part, he still is canceled. But when I went to the Brandy and Monica concert, you know how the DJ plays a little music to hype you up. So he was playing a little music, and he was playing like iconic songs, right? Where he would start the first 5 seconds of the song and the audience would finish it. And he was doing like R&B deep cuts. And so he's, starts off with, my mind's telling me no. And then everybody, but my body's. So it's one of those things where it's like, we all laughing, joking, having a good time. And yes, that is an R&B deep cut, but in the back of my mind, it did kind of be like, why you gonna play R. Kelly?
But this is how I feel now about just music in general, right? I feel like maybe we were wrong for continuing once we knew things or about things had started to bubble up to listen. I will tell you this. I may listen to, and you still gonna get streams off of money off it. I may listen to or reminisce off of some songs that have happened in the past. Like there's the song with him and Carrie Hilson. I love that song.
Which song?
God. Hold on, because it's my jam and I like it a lot. And that's it. Hold on, y'all. I also like Carrie Hilson. Yeah. So it's called Number One.
Oh yes.
That I like that song. I like Leg Shaking. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to it. Okay. I enjoy it. But if he got out of jail and came out with some new stuff, no, I'm not listening to that.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even promise that.
Because
if he came out with something new and it was a banger, I can't promise that I would not listen to it.
Yeah. I am not a. Now, if it's something that comes on like TikTok or whatever, like I have never heard the full Drake song when he be like, that everybody was saying online. And what's that new song that he had that right after the little beef? And there was a part on there that people would say all the time.
Oh, with Sexy Red?
Yes, I think
You're my everything.
No, so it wasn't that. He said something else. No, it's his song. And it's like a... Oh, God. I can't think of it. Is it Party Next Door?
It might be him. Because the album that he came out with right after the beat was him and Party.
Yeah, it's a part on there that I have never heard the song, but it's a part that people be saying all the time, and so I would say it.
Okay.
But it wasn't like, but it was because it was like you would hear it on TikTok 50 million times. But nothing new. But again, I'm not a hip hop head. So unless Kendra came out with something that was a bop or that I heard basically on TikTok, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just arrest me because I don't know. You wasted your time. Don't interrogate me.
Okay, so to wrap it up, we're talking about K-pop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
We still recording? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunter.
Okay.
Have you watched it? I was protesting, and here's why. Because y'all know, like, sometimes I could be on my pro-black shit. I mean, majority of the time I'm on that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why I was protesting it. Because I feel like, especially coming right off of Sinners, I feel like when black people do stuff, it's like people go out of their way, like, especially when we do something great, when we do something good, people, the industry, people, whatever, go out of their way to critique and find issue and say that it's not that good and like, and it just eats me up when other minorities do stuff and it just gets instant, like everybody just loves it. And it's like, why y'all not giving them a hard time like I gave Sinners a hard time? I feel like Into the Spider-Verse was a dope ass fucking animated movie and it had good fucking songs and we talked about it for a long time. Everybody was all, needless to say, it didn't get nominated for half as many awards. Like I really feel like I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like when other minorities do stuff and it's just like, oh, this is so great. This is so great. And it's like, but when we do shit, it's like, oh, well, it wasn't that good. Or you just, they nitpick and have to find an issue with it. So I was silently protesting in my own way.
Okay.
And not watching it.
Okay.
And I didn't think it was bad. I didn't really have a reason other than I was just irritated about that. I finally watched it. Chris and Sydney convinced me. They was like, let's watch it. Let's watch it. I heard it's so good. I'm like, it probably is good. But like, so what?
Right.
It's so good. I
know.
I was pissed. You ever be mad that something's like, I'm like, this is so good.
Yes. But this is the other thing, right? This is the unfortunate truth, and we have these conversations all the time. When you have a story that encompasses an African American main character, everything gets diagnosed, right? So, because now I'm gonna tell you this, and I hate to say it, I know it's sad. If the white girl from the Spider-Verse was the main character,
it probably would have been received better.
Received so much better.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the unfortunate truth is, no matter how you slice it, to give African Americans any kind of praise, it means for them, and I think it's just inherently deep, it's there, that there's a comparison. And so I can't consciously as a, and it's just my thoughts, I can't consciously as a Caucasian person give praise to this black artist without feeling as if, oh, well, if I give them praise, then I'm taking away from this. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you're dealing with K-pop and Korean culture, that's nothing about Korean culture affects Caucasian people. Nothing. So they can enjoy something
objectively.
Yes. And no uninhibited from the full joys of it. When you have a African American character, because it's two things, right? It's a part of it is, I think, part of it is if you dress up as Miles Morales as a Caucasian boy, you ain't black. What you doing that for? And that might not even be from us. We like, oh, celebrate. It may be feeling like that's the black character. You can't be that black character. And you can say you ain't racist all day, but there's something innate that says, oh, well, you can't do that, right? they don't give a damn if they deal with Korean culture or not, because it doesn't immediately affect them. And they know Koreans and Eastern Asian folks understand that we can be we're close enough to whiteness that we will be inherently pulled into the whole thing and accepted, right? Because your skin's white enough, and even if you end up with a Caucasian, the thing is your skin will still be white enough, and you may not get that with, because I don't see them doing all that for like in Indian American, like for Bollywood and things like that, because there is still a closeness to whiteness and closeness to darkness. So unfortunately, that's just going to be how that cookie is always going to crumble, and it is unfortunate, it is sad, but I think also what ends up happening and what ends up boosting things is that they're with anime and things like that, things that like cartoonish things, then it just talks to the childhood, right? And so you don't, and even for us as like African American people, if they did another Spider-Man and it was like all Caucasian, you be like, all right, well, Miles is out here though, but he did much.
And even if I only bring that up because it was an animated movie that was really done really well and had a black main character. Yeah. But if it was anything, you know what I mean? If it was anything that we do, you know what I mean? I feel like, to your point, there is always this underlying comparison, and because of that, we have to be flawless. You know what I mean? Like there can't be anything in it for them to critique, for them to say, okay, fine, we'll go ahead and give you your credit. But then with something like this, it's like it was really good. It was really good. However, it could have been mediocre, and they would have still been like, oh, this is so great. And it's like, we produce phenomenal things, and we get backlash from our own community and from other communities, and other communities in general, whether it be white, Asian, minority, whatever. They produce things on the same level or worse sometimes, and get all this credit. To this point, I'm going on a little bit of a rant, but I promise you, I'm gonna land the plane. These authors, I got beef with Frida McFadden, and I got beef with Colleen Hoover. You know why? Mediocre. Every book they write is a Lifetime movie we've seen. And there are black writers. I'm not even gonna say black. There are writers in general who are better than them. However, they're getting now multiple movies and Netflix TV deals and all of this on some basic ass shit. Like the writers at Lifetime could write a movie. I mean, what are we doing? Yeah. And then you have Kennedy Ryan finally getting recognized, but she's a dope ass writer. So that's what irritates me. That's what gets me.
This is the thing. At some point, and it's like, I want you to always have the smoke, right? You always got to have the fire and the smoke. But we will forever have the fire and the smoke.
Yeah, and you know, it is what it is. Like, this is my reality. This is the world that we live in.
It's unfortunate. But
that's why I was impressed to watch K-Pop Demon Hunter, and I actively protested by not watching it for a long time. Yeah. And when I finally did watch it, it was good. Now, I mean, I was hating a little bit because I'm like, fuck, it's good. I cannot justify being angry about this because it's good. Yes.
They did a really good for it to be an all Korean cast.
It's so good. I was listening to the music. Yes. On my own. Yes. And pissed. Yes. Like, why do I like this song?
First of all, they were at the Macy's parade. The Macy's Thanksgiving
parade. They did so good.
They did so good.
Chris is trying to get me since that. He's like, you got to listen to Twice. You're going to like them. Because I guess Twice, 3 of the singers from there covered the, what's the one song? When they was beefing with the guys and they wrote a song. Like a It's Going Down. Something like that. Okay. I can't think of it. Anyway, the Twice group had covered the song
from K-pop Divine.
Yes. Okay. I mean, so two of the girls did vocals on the song, and then the group covered the song. Okay. And so I listened to their version, and it was nice. And Chris was trying to get me to listen to K-pop. We'll see. I don't know if I can really get into it because I don't really like
pop music.
Yeah. But I just like the songs from that movie because they were good. It was like We Don't Talk About Bruno. You know, it's one of those songs that get stuck in your head and you just be. I randomly throughout exactly randomly. I mean, a word. I hate that I like it. I really do. I'm hate liking it.
People do it all the time. It's fine.
Anyway. That was another great episode.
Excuse me. Make sure you
like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Drop down in them comments. And we will
drink to that.